It is possible to live an entire life that feels active, productive, even successful, yet not truly your own. You move, decide, pursue, and achieve. But beneath it, something feels misaligned. Not because you lack discipline, but because your direction was never fully chosen. The Stoics were concerned with this problem, not external success, but internal alignment. To them, the central question was simple. Are you living according to reason or according to influence? What follows are 6 signs that your life may not be governed by you, but shaped by external forces you have not examined. Sign 1. Your decisions depend on approval. A life that is not your own often reveals itself through hesitation. Not hesitation from uncertainty, but hesitation from anticipated judgment. You think, then immediately consider how it will be received. Will this be accepted? Will this be approved? This pattern redirects decision-making away from reason and toward perception. Epictetus warned that dependence on approval enslaves the mind. If your choices require validation, they are no longer fully yours. Approval becomes the silent authority guiding your life. Sign 2. You feel misaligned despite progress. Progress does not guarantee alignment. You may advance, achieve, and accumulate, yet feel disconnected from what you are doing. This disconnect is often subtle. It does not interrupt action, but it drains meaning. The Stoics placed value not on movement, but on direction. Action without alignment is motion without ownership. You are moving, but not choosing. Misalignment reveals that direction was inherited, not examined. Sign 3. You react more than you reflect. A life shaped externally is reactive. You respond quickly, adjust constantly, and rarely pause. The environment dictates behavior. Trends influence priorities, others influence pace. Marcus Aurelius emphasized reflection as a form of control. Without reflection, reaction becomes default. And when reaction dominates, authorship disappears. A reactive life is directed by circumstance, not by reason. Sign 4. You avoid solitude. Many people avoid being alone, not because they dislike silence, but because silence reveals misalignment. Distraction becomes a shield. Noise, conversation, and constant input prevent self-examination. The Stoics valued solitude as a necessary condition for clarity. Without solitude, you cannot observe your own thinking. Without observation, correction is impossible. Avoidance of solitude often signals avoidance of truth. Sign 5. Your identity shifts with environment. When your life is not internally grounded, your identity adapts constantly. You become different depending on who you are around, not out of awareness, but out of adjustment. The Stoics pursued consistency of character, not rigidity but stability. If your identity depends on context, it lacks foundation. A shifting identity reveals external influence over internal definition. Sign 6. You rarely question your direction. The most subtle sign is the absence of questioning. You continue forward but rarely stop to examine why. Momentum replaces intention. Seneca warned that many live as if they will live forever, never pausing to evaluate their path. Without questioning, inherited direction feels natural, but what is unexamined is often unchosen. A life that is never questioned is rarely self-directed. To live a life that is truly your own requires more than action. It requires examination, correction, and deliberate choice. The Stoics did not seek independence from society, but independence from unconscious influence. Alignment is not found. It is built through awareness and discipline. This week, take one action differently. Before deciding, pause and ask, is this my judgment or someone else's influence? Then act deliberately. If this challenged your thinking, comment which sign you recognize most, and subscribe not for motivation, but for continued discipline.